City College Plymouth as well in 2017 and continue her bachelor degree in architecture at Taylor's University, Malaysia. So currently she is doing her master in architecture at Portsmouth University. So please welcome Kamalia to share your experience.
Hi, so hello everyone. So I hope you guys can hear me well. My name is Kamalia Maisara binti Norman and I'm currently in the UK. So I'm currently doing my first year Master of Architecture in the UK, but previously I had my 3 years degree of architecture in Malaysia. But then I decided to come to UK because my father actually suggested me to study in the UK, and I'm actually very grateful that I come here because there is quite a distinct difference in terms of how, experience-wise in Malaysia and in the UK, it's like a very different experiences, and I'm really glad I chose to be here. So how I first joined City College Plymouth was in 2017. So I finished my SPM in 2016, and then just after a month after I finished my SPM, I went to City College Plymouth. It was quite, not really a challenge to be honest, but during my batch, I was the only Muslim student. But it was pretty fine actually. If you're Muslim right now and if you're worried about going into City College Plymouth, you don't have to. Especially let's say you're worried about how you're gonna manage your prayer times. It shouldn't be a problem because I myself went there and managed to take care of my prayer times because in both colleges, they have like a designated area for you to pray. So you just have to find it and then just tell them, okay, I'm going to use this room for like 10 minutes to pray, and they'll give you the key to access the prayer room. And then in terms of food wise, it is actually time for you to start cooking for yourself, I think, because that's like the best option, the easiest option for you to get halal food. And I actually enjoy learning, trying to learn cooking by myself. And it's actually really a fun experience. And I really enjoy my 6 months there. At the end of the foundation program, I was pretty sad because it was only for 6 months and then we all went our way after that. I was supposed to actually study in the UK for my degree, but then I got a little bit homesick, so I went back to Malaysia. But then PDVL still handled my, for my application to do my degree in Malaysia, PDVL handled it. And then for this master, even after a few years without really contacting PDVL, but once I decided to go for master, I straight away talked to PDVL consultant. So I just told them I want to do master in architecture, and then they'll ask me all the documents I needed for them to help me organize and apply for the university, apply for the visa. And one interesting thing is that PDVL consultant also helped me to bring my husband here because I need someone to accompany me here. And so my husband is with me here as dependent visa, and PDVL helped everything for for me to come here. I really didn't actually do anything. So because PDVL handled like 80% of it, and the other 20% is just for you to, just go to the visa place for you to get recognized by them. But PDVL has been really, really helpful throughout my studies journey right after my SPM until right now. And it's been about 5-6 years with them as of now. So I hope you guys can actually understand what I'm talking because I didn't actually really plan what to talk. But if you have any other questions about studying in the UK or studying architecture, so just drop your questions in the chat and I'll attend whichever I can. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kamalia, for very informative sharing. So, by the way, I forgot to mention that Kamalia and Ronnie is actually both from Malaysia. We So one question, the student asked, can I know the cost of living? Maybe Kamalia, can you share first? Yeah.
All right. In terms of cost of living, and one of the main one you need to think about is going to be accommodation. So, I mean, if you're if you're taking the foundation for City College Plymouth, it's already in the set of all the expenses that you have to consider. So you might not need to think about the accommodation part. But let's say if you want to further your study in degree or in masters, your next step after foundation, I would say it's in between about 300 to 700 monthly. You can consider that. 300 is only possible if you really try your best to find the cheapest room available. But in my experience, especially in Portsmouth, because I'm currently in Portsmouth, the range that I could find for a studio, one with bed, kitchen, and toilet, it's roughly around £600 per month, and that's only for accommodation. And then in terms of food, I'm not sure how it is gonna be if you eat outside every single day, because I don't do that. I mean, in my foundation years and even right now, I cook on a daily basis. So if you cook on a daily basis, the most affordable expenses you may consider is going to be probably about £100 a month for you to buy groceries. But then if you want a bit more luxury cooking, but still cook by yourself, then that's going to be about £200 a month. But you also have to consider, especially if you come here and then let's say you get a studio, just a studio with bed and then kitchen. But then now you need to also consider when you first come here, you need to consider the expenses you need for you to buy the essentials like all the utensils, the knives, the cutleries and everything. Then that part, probably another £100 for you to spend when you first come here. But monthly wise, I would say about £100 to £300, but it also again depends on your lifestyle as well. But in terms of food, 100 to 100 would be sufficient enough. I mean, for me, especially if you cook on a daily basis and manage your expenses quite well.
And we got one question. Is it easy to blend in the culture? Maybe both of you can share. But I think because of Kamalia, it's first Muslim student, maybe you have a lot of experience in terms of culture and everything. Maybe you can share as well. Yeah.
Culture-wise, I would say when I went to Plymouth in 2017, I was pretty thankful because my brother was there as well, and then he already has his Malay friends, his Malaysian friends, so it was pretty easy for me to blend in with my brother and then with my brother's friend. But let's say if you don't have anyone that you know there, Malaysian or anyone from your country, to be honest, it's not that hard, because especially if you take this foundation, City College Plymouth, you'll be together with the batch that you come from Malaysia, from your very own country. So you won't be separated just like that. And you all know that this is probably 90% of you are first timers in the UK. So you all are struggling together. You all actually can relate to one and another very well. So you found your new friends with City College Plymouth with this foundation program itself, and it's been pretty fun. So because I'm the only Muslim and because I'm the only Malaysian, and probably because I'm a woman as well, we actually quite a few times we actually gather at my place just to eat Malaysian foods, because sometimes we miss Malaysian foods, and then my friends would come over, and it was really an amazing experience. And yeah, I would actually call myself a bit introvert because I'm not really an extrovert, but I managed to have friends around me. So it was good. It was okay. It's not hard.
Okay, thank you so much, Kamalia. Okay, so our last speaker is